We had dealt with many miscarriages and just the inability to go to term. So we really didn't think that having a baby was in our cards.
It was a surprise. I was stuck in disbelief for a while because we'd had numerous miscarriages before that. And then all of a sudden, things got scary. We had to go to Wesley Medical Center and emergency C-section, and complication after complication.
A hematologist came up to see me. His name was Dr. Hall, and I didn't really understand why he was here because hematologist works with cancer. But he said, it's one of two things. This is either full-blown leukemia attacking your daughter's liver and making it 3 times the size that it's supposed to be, or she has Down syndrome and she has what's known as transient myeloproliferative disorder, which is a disorder that attacks like leukemia, but it's specific to the Down syndrome community. And since it's transient, it goes away on its own. That day we started on her first round of chemo, and she had 5 rounds total. And the day that the last round of chemo that we did, a few hours after that, she had a pulmonary embolism and her lungs started filling up with blood. You know, we just got done with one challenge and now this is going on. 11 weeks to the day after she was born, 77 days in the NICU. We were able to walk out free people. We didn't have any monitors. We got to hold her without anything hooked up to her for the first time, and it was really neat. Yesterday we had an appointment with the hematologist and we got cleared. So there's nothing we really need to worry about. She's doing good, spunky, and sassy as all get out. I really didn't know anything about the Ronald McDonald House. I had heard about it, but I didn't know more than just hearing Ronald McDonald House Charities. They said they provide everything for you. They have a bed for you to stay, they have a shower and, you know, a full kitchen stocked with stuff so you don't need to worry. You don't have to go through a drive-thru and grab something to eat. You can actually have home-cooked meals.
I had heard them say something about the Ronald McDonald House to Aaron and Kyle, and I thought, well, you know, at least there'll be a place for her to stay. You know, I might have to go home, and I didn't know with her having a C-section and all that how she was going to do it, but I knew God would get us through. And then they told me the next day that, well, are you staying at the Ronald McDonald House? I said, I can stay there? And it just completely blew my mind.
Having my mom staying with me was the biggest blessing that I could have had. For her staying with me at the Ronald McDonald House, she took care of me. She was my strength when I had none. I didn't really know what to expect from the Ronald McDonald House, but when I walked in, you know, it had the families and everything gathered for lunch. They had a schedule of people coming in to cook for you. They had the cabinets completely stocked with everything you could ever think of, and the rooms were just, they were so cozy.
It was a family. It was a community. It was a, let me take the burden off of you. It was a step in God's plan of answering our prayers.
We've been counting up the days, and we've stayed at the Ronald McDonald House just in this over a year, just this last year, over 100 nights. And to be able to not shell out $50, $60, $100 a night for a hotel, plus the food and everything that would go along with it, has just been such a blessing. This charity is amazing.
The Ronald McDonald House has been a savior both mentally and financially in so many ways. Without the Ronald McDonald House, I don't know how we would have stayed here that entire time. I don't know if we would have been able to afford it.
You have blessed us immensely.
Thank you so